Racing League.
As we get ready for the Xfinity Series race. Ace being suspended for 2 races. Luke is going to be replacing him. As we are green in the Xfinity Series. Hopefully nothing bad happens today, as Cost is going to get an early lead into turn 1. Three wide already between Mark, Kyle, and Rusty. Terry Bull in the 7. As Cost is going to lead. Mark is in the 7, not Terry Bull. I don't know why, but we'll figure that out later. YRB now starting to come up into the racing field. Mr. 45 has fallen back a lot. Now Rusty to the bottom. So we're side by side, and it's going to be Cost. With the lead, YRB getting very loose into turn one. Mason behind him. My contact lens is killing me. Good push, Kyle, giving Cost. Game just froze. Okay, here we go into turn number 3. Forgot to do that just in case we get a big accident. 5 cars, bumper to bumper. As Mark is gonna lead his first laps. Is YRB down to the bottom line? Is he gonna be able to get there? 3 wide for the lead. And YRB will clear for the lead. Blue Waves trying to complete the sweep. As he's up in the pack now. Here comes Blue Waves, the winner of the truck race. Not know how he won that truck race. That truck race was an extremely close finish. As Blue Waves now leads. Here comes Rusty. Kyle as well. Good run for the 98, Luca. Rusty way out in front. Kyle in the wall. Blue Waves stuck in the third bottom. Brantley in the 98. Mason all the way back there. As Brantley's going to try to make a move. Luca up in third. Mark in the 7. My eyes are deceiving me. They will not let me see perfectly. Blue Waves has fallen back into 4th. Looking to sweep the weekend. Gonna give a push to Mark as Brantley takes the lead. Nearing 6 laps to go. Can Blue Waves go back to back? Won the truck race in the surprising fashion. Here comes Blue Waves! Can he get the lead? I've had so many photo finishes this year. Will we see another? To go here at Kansas, and Blue Waves is trying to lead. YRB back in the picture. As Blue Waves will lead. What the fudge? Mason! What happened to Mason? What happened to Mason? Oh, just got loose. Mason got loose on the back bumper of the 19. Getting a push from the 19, the car. Just a problem in this game. The car sometimes will just bounce up in the air and cause the car to go out of control. Yeah, see that car just gets bumped up in the air. Look at the rear tires. Then the car is going to take a sharp right. Gets held by the 19, just a little bit hitting that back bumper. He has nowhere to go and just slaps the wall. Is going to go upside down for our first caution of the day. And Mason sat there for an entire lap, so this is the official's fault for not throwing the caution. Thankfully, nobody was on the high line when that crash happened. Alright, as we go back to green here at Kansas. Koss looking for his first career Xfinity Series win. He's got it. He's already got a cup win. Shockingly, already has a cup win. So Mason's going to be one lap down. Here comes Mark on that bottom line. He's going to get help from Kyle. Brantley behind the Stewart-Haas Racing teammates. Brantley to the inside. 6 to go from Kansas. Mason one lap down. Oh! The 00 is going to go way back. Something's wrong with Koss. From the lead to the rear of the pack. What a save by the 26. What a save by the 26, and it looks like Kyle is going to come out in front. Looking for his first ever Xfinity Series win. Brantley's going to lead over that. Oh, Luke goes around. Saves it, no caution. Can he get the car back running? Yes, he can. No caution. As Mason's come up to try to unlap himself. But Brantley and Kyle are going to battle for the lead. With 4 laps to go here at Kansas. Yrb starting to make himself into the picture. He's in the top 5, but Mr. 45 is going to go low. Kyle clears for the lead. The lap car of Mason is creating a struggle for Brantley and Yrb. As they enter turn 1, Mason's upside down again! The caution is back out! Or is it? As Mason's gonna get the car back running. Slowed up. Don't get in front of that 19, Mason. Do not LePage the 19. Back out in front, Mr. 45 now. 2 laps to go from Kansas. Yrb almost gets loose. Mr. 45 looking for a second win. Mason is a letdown, flipped again. Here goes Yrb, 3 wide. 3 wide for second. Can Yrb get an Xfinity Series win? White flag! Here we go! 3 wide behind that! The 25 gets loose. Are we gonna see another photo finish? Kyle on that inside line! I don't think it's going to be enough. I think Yrb's got it. But here comes Kyle on the inside. Who's it going to be? Kyle. Another photo finish. Going to cap off the weekend for the Xfinity Series. Kyle. What a finish for the second race of the weekend. It looked like Yrb had it. but that close determines the Xfinity Series winner. How about that for the Xfinity Series finish? As my right contact decides to try to fall out of my eye and it cause excruciating pain for me, never mind. Cup Series Racing, Mason. Let me get a picture of this so I can relay off the points. Because Mr. 45 is not Mr. 45. Terry Bull is supposed to be doing points, but he is not here today. So, how about that? Are we ready for the Cup Series race, guys? Are we ready for that? Cup race will be 30 laps. Cup race will be 30 laps. Bell will be the defending winner of this race. We've seen this. I think the Cup Series race is going to be one of the craziest races all weekend. Nathan is still on suspension, so is Bell, but this will be next race, and Nathan will be unsuspended. I think. I don't know. We're about to find out, guys. Wasn't anybody suspended in the Cup race yesterday? This would very help if Terry Bull was here, because he knows what I'm talking about. Blue Waves and Mr. 45 have been suspended, apparently. So, according to our board of director, Terry Bull, Blue Waves suspended one Cup race, which I have lifted that because, well, yeah, Blue Waves. So Kyle's going to take over. We're running out of Xfinity drivers. So Kyle will run, and then Blue Waves again. So we're going to do Brantley for that. Half of the Cup field's been suspended already. 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers out of the 10 drivers have been suspended. Mason, shockingly not been suspended yet. What did I say? I ain't say nothing. I'm surprised Mason hasn't been suspended yet. What? I ain't say nothing. None of y'all heard me say anything. Turn the front grip up to 1. I'm gonna beat you on God. Nuh-uh. I'll tell your girlfriend that you're gonna beat me and she's gonna stop you. She's gonna stop you. You know how she is. You know how protective she is of her homeboy. Matter of fact, I'll just text her right now. Alright, the Cup race, 30 laps. More than almost half the field has been suspended. Usually I run 30 laps on the shorter tracks, but we're running 30 laps here at Kansas today just because. Cost, welcome. We're green in the Cup race. Are we going to see another first-time winner, or is it going to be a Cup regular? Terry Bull is back after his crash from last race. YRB is going to get out to a massive jump. Rusty in the 9, racing for Bell, who's been suspended. As Rusty is going to get a huge run on YRB. Koss going to try that outside line in 3 and 4. Not going to work. As Terry's come to the inside now. Oh, the 19 gets very loose. That's Koss. The 9 as well. What is going on with this racetrack today? Almost a collision with Twister and Koss. Lucas made his way up from all the way to the rear to 4th place. Ace! Ace is going to battle for the lead! Will he clear Terry? No, he won't! What happened to our 10th place driver? Mason. What happened to Mason? Apparently Mason spun out for the 2nd race weekend in a row. What happened? Oh, just got loose. Flipped back on his wheels. As Rusty is going to try and get the lead away from Ace. The entire field is so spread out. Koss is all the way back there. Oh, the 23's upside down! Oh, the caution is gonna come out. What happened to Luca? What happened to Luca? Oh, just hit one of those bumps, got loose. Goes up in the air. And then gets collected by the 19. The caution came out. We could have kept it green. But the caution comes out. Alright, are we ready to go back to green? Here we go. Green flag back out in the air. Into turn 1, YRB is going to get a huge gap for the lead. A lot of cars are flipping today for some reason. I don't know why. But, oh, look at Ace. Going to make it 3 wide back there. As YRB, huge lead. Koss on that outside. Make it 3 wide for second. Rusty in the 9. But here comes Ace. Ace on that bottom line. Huge run. Gonna get side by side with YRB. And Ace is going to clear the lead. Now here comes Terry. Terry Bull on that bottom line. So far, nobody's wrecked yet. On this, under this new caution. Terry Bull and Twister trying to make their way through. Terry Bull's going to clear for the lead. Ace trying to make a statement. 3 wide for second. I think Twister's gonna clear. Now Twister's gonna go for the lead. Twister trying to win for the first time this season. After I think a 3 or 4 win season last year. But Terry Bull went winless last year. He's looking for a win. YRB gonna battle for second. Cost is running in the 4th position, or 5th position. And YRB is gonna clear Terry Bull but not for long. As Twister is gonna lead lap 10. But YRB is going to make a charge on that inside line. The field's starting to get spread out by a lot. Oh, Twister! Very loose! And that's going to drop him way, way back. He's out of it. What a save by the 12 of Twister. Still getting very loose. That car cannot get at all, but YRB's gonna lead, but here comes Terry on that inside. Twister trying to make all that ground back up. He's down to 4th. Ace trying to make a run for second. Terry Bull technically did not get the win, but got the points for the win last week, looking to win his first career race in the Yrb Racing League. He won't get credited for the win, but he'll get credited for the points. Now YRB to the inside. Whoa, Ace way up the track. It's going to allow Twister and Rusty to catch up. YRB now. Big loose. Out of that 16. Ace, what happened to Mason again? You know what? I don't even care. Here comes Twister. Trying to regain the lead after that immaculate save. YRB on that outside, trying to make something work. Twister's gonna regain the lead down the back straight. Never mind, YRB with a run on the outside, not gonna be enough. Twister's gonna lead at his home track. But here comes YRB, huge drafting run. What does he do? Goes to the inside. Go loose. Very loose for that 20. YRB trying to get the lead. Is he clear? Yes, he is. As we are halfway done with this race. Big bump. YRB is going to lead this lap. We are officially halfway through this race. If anything happens, it's official! And a big crash! 3 cars involved, caution's out! What happened? So Mason's gonna be like, I don't know, maybe 10 laps down or something. I don't even know. So let's look at what happened to Mason first of all. Something happened with Mason. I think the car got loose and he spun out. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Second time this race, the back of the car gets loose. He spins out, hits the wall. Thankfully, he stays on the ground this time. He's gonna sit there and park it. Now, the car was off the racing surface, no warranted for a caution. Now, Kyle, who is replacing Mr. 45 on his suspension, don't know what happened, but as they went into one, something happened. Oh, he got loose. Car got up the track, collected the 38, collects the 19. Ace goes upside down, which is going to warrant a caution. We're back to green. Yrb off of 2 is gonna get the lead. Terry Bull making it 3 wide. Ace a lap down. Twister trying to make it 3 wide as well. Terry Bull trying to get his first win of the season. He's gonna spin out. It's going to collect the 17 and the 34. Caution's out again. Back to green. With less than 10 to go. Twister on that top side. Twister trying to make something work, but here comes Rusty. Rusty's gonna clear for the lead. Twister falling back. Terry got the lead. Oh, Bill! Gonna collect the 20. The 38's gonna go up into the track, and the caution's back out. With less than 10 laps to go, nearing 10 laps to go, caution's back out. Back to green, everybody. And everybody from second, everybody from third on back is a lap down. So that's it's a bummer. So that means it's either going to be Twister or Terry that gets the win. Yeah, these guys are all 1 lap down. Terry Bull. This is what happens when you get too many cautions. It's going to rack the field up and everybody's going to go 1 lap down. As Terry Bull trying to compete for a win. Oh, Bell's upside down, and the caution is out again. Back to green. Terrible. Currently the leader, but Twister trying to change that. Does Twister have enough to get up to fight Terry Bull for this win? As everybody else is one lap down. Terry Bull all the way up. Is he going to try and challenge for the top spot? He's already leading this race. But now that's going to make it easier on the scoreboard. Can Twister try to make something happen? The 20 on the bottom trying to unlap himself. Twister now coming up into the runnings. Twister. If Twister could challenge, I think Twister might have a real shot at this if he could get up past the 20. The only other car a lap down, the only other car that's not a lap down is Twister. He's trying to come back up and challenge Terry for the win. Less than 7 to go. 7 to go now from Kansas. Twister is falling back. Oh, Yrb is going to hold Twister up. Twister all the way back there. This race is all Terry Bull's. This race is all Terry Bull's race. It's his race to lose. It's his race to lose. Makes it just a horrific day. Twister trying to come back. But I don't think Twister has enough. It's Terry Bull's race to lose. And I think Twister is starting to realize how tragic it is. It's his home track. He wants to win at his home track. As Kyle's going to try and unlap himself. Twister trying to... There's only there's only 4 laps left of this race. If I'm Twister, I have to pray that a caution comes out. But Terry Bull is just beaten Twister on all the restarts. Three to go. It shows lap 29. It's actually 2 to go. 3 laps to go here from Kansas. It's maybe 2. I have no idea. The scoreboard is killing itself. Twister does not have enough time. It is Terry Bull's race to lose. The only way Twister wins this is if Terry Bull has a massive mistake, which I don't think it's going to happen. Now this is the last lap, white flag. The only way that Twister wins this race is if Terry has something tragic happen. I don't think it's enough. Terry Bull is going to try and get around the lap. The only thing that has to happen is a spin out from Terry Bull. I don't think it's going to happen. Terry Bull is going to win at Kansas. Terry Bull, your Kansas winner, as we have a crash on the last lap. So what happened to Mason? Collects the 17. So, do we want to run one more race weekend? So based off the point standings, Terry Bull is going to win back-to-back, technically. Do we want to run one more race? Do we run one more race weekend? This was the triple header. So it looks to me Texas is a triple header as well. Do we want to run the triple header? Or do we end it off here? What do we say? Alright, so the race weekend. We'll do that later tonight. I'm tired. We'll probably go off again at about 4:30. So we'll run it back at 4:30. We'll be back at around 4:30, 5 o'clock for Texas. Everybody, we'll see you then.